For a lot of us, the word math probably brings back some stressful memories, right? Time drills, anxiety. But what if a kid's very first time meeting numbers felt less like a test and more like a real adventure? Well, today, we're going to look at an approach that's trying to do just that.
Yeah, that feeling is super common. For so many people, that first brush with numbers wasn't about the thrill of figuring something out. It was all about the pressure to perform. But here's the thing, it really doesn't have to be that way. We can actually build a foundation of confidence, curiosity, and maybe even joy right from the get-go.
And that brings us to this whole new kind of math adventure. The core idea isn't just about tweaking the old ways of teaching. Nope. It's about completely rethinking how we introduce kids to the entire world of numbers in the first place.
So what is it exactly? Well, at its heart, it's a program built on a really simple idea. Make early math both accessible and genuinely enjoyable. The goal isn't just getting kids to understand it, it's about making sure they have a positive relationship with math from day one. And the blueprint for this is super specific. It's aimed right at grades 1 through 4. That's such a crucial window for shaping how you feel about learning forever. And the approach? Well, it paints a really clear picture. This is not about sitting quietly at your desk. It's about creating this active, vibrant space for discovery through engagement, through play, and through hands-on learning.
Okay, so that's the core idea, but the how is where it gets really creative. I mean, how do you actually turn abstract numbers into something playful and, real? Turns out the answer lies in stories and games.
This quote here, from the program's friendly guide, a character they call Professor Pixel, it just gets right to the heart of the whole thing. The philosophy is to shift the focus away from just memorizing rules and more towards real-world discovery. Connecting numbers to the stuff a kid actually sees and experiences every single day.
So the entire learning journey is designed to be this multi-sensory experience. It kicks off with stories to give everything some context. Then it moves into hands-on games and even math art. But honestly, the most crucial part here is that final step, making sure every single child gets to master a concept at their own comfortable speed.
Just think about it like learning to ride a bike. You don't start by reading some manual, right? No way! You get on, you figure it out one pedal, one wobble at a time. This approach makes sure kids don't get left behind. It lets them really master one idea with confidence before they ever have to move on to the next. And all of this leads to the big question. Why does this matter? What's the end game here? Well, it's about so much more than just getting the right answers on a test. It's about building an identity. So what is that ultimate goal? It boils down to one simple, powerful thing: confidence. By systematically taking away the fear and replacing it with play, the program empowers kids to see themselves as capable math people right from the very beginning. And hey, this isn't just some vague, fuzzy feeling. We're talking about concrete, measurable outcomes. By the end of level 1, a student isn't just familiar with these ideas, they are genuinely confident. They can add and subtract with ease, and they start seeing geometric shapes everywhere they look in their own world.
The learning environment itself is a huge part of the formula. By making it a bright, friendly, and collaborative space, it completely reframes what math is. It stops being this lonely, high-pressure test and becomes an exciting shared activity. And that social reinforcement, that is absolutely key to building resilience and confidence that actually lasts.
This welcome from the guide, Professor Pixel, it's so much more than just a hello. It's a statement of purpose. Calling the kids future math wizards just frames the whole experience with this aspirational, positive energy from the very first moment.
So what's the big takeaway here? Well, this whole approach just reframes the entire conversation around early math. It makes you wonder, maybe the key to unlocking a lifelong love for numbers isn't about more discipline or more drills. Maybe it's about starting with the one thing every kid on Earth already understands: play.